nice. Okay. I think that's good. At least for this page. Hello, everyone. It's Kara, and yeah, it's been a while. I know. I haven't posted a legitimate video, I think, in a year. And it's mostly been because of audio issues with my phone, where there's this ringing noise in the background of almost any camera I use on my phone. But I think on my actual camera, it's not as bad. Here's hoping. So if you hear any ringing noise, I'm sorry. I can't fix it. I've tried resetting my phone and everything, and it's just, nothing's working. So until I can get a new camera or a way to record, a new microphone, whatever, we're just stuck with this. Anyway, I'm gonna slowly, ease myself back into YouTube because I'm not used to it anymore. Let's be honest. I'm, out of practice. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I mean, this intro is entirely too long. But I figured for my first video back, I would do a little art tour of all the pieces I've done, basically since October 2018 to now. I've been drawing a lot. I actually teach art classes now on the weekend, and I also work at Michael's Arts and Crafts. So my life is surrounded by art. It's a passion of mine, and I just want to share it and maybe inspire other people to pick up their pencil and draw with me at some point. Either way, I don't really have much to say about the pieces in here, but I have started putting my artwork into a portfolio, cutting them out as best I can and putting them in this portfolio to protect them. As far as my materials, I'm still using Copic markers a lot, but I've also started using, water-based markers. I've used Crayola markers a couple times, believe it or not. You can use them like a watercolor. At some point I will do a video based on Crayola products and share it with you guys. I've really expanded, what I use. Now, I still use Copics most of the time. Obviously, you can tell by what I'm drawing in here. But, I mean, I've gone out of my comfort zone a little bit, and it's been nice. I'm happy with myself. But most of what you're seeing here is from Inktober. However, I think these two pieces, this is from November, and this is from, I don't remember what this month was from. I think this was November too, because I made this for my friend, who's also named Kara. Kara Squared. I'm sorry if you can't really see some of the images that well. I tried propping my stand up. I use a shoe rack thing, and I tried propping it up another foot or so, but it's still not zoomed out enough, and I can't really do anything about it. But I did post all of these images on my Instagram, so I will link that in the description down below so you can see all of them without it being cropped like poor Thor up here. I don't know how to fill up space with talking anymore, and it shows. Oh my goodness. I've still been posting to TikTok, so some of you probably are here from TikTok. I still post to that because I don't have to worry about voiceovers or my voice being heard or the ringing. So that's been really nice for me to continue doing art. Fun thing about this picture here, this was actually drawn with makeup. It was really fun and quite a challenge, but it was cool. I am actually happy with how it turned out. And in certain, I don't think you'll be able to see it here. In certain lightings, you can actually see the shimmer of the eyeshadow. I believe, this one was posted on YouTube, and I think that one? No, that one wasn't, because that was something else. And you can't see my self-portrait over here. It's an old one, though. But again, all these images are on Instagram. Whew, dark. Here's some mermaid pieces. I really like my mermaids because I include glitter nail polish in here. And don't worry, before people start freaking out about the oceans, any glitter I don't use or that comes off of these that doesn't stick, I actually reuse. So none of the glitter gets thrown in the trash. I reuse it no matter what it is. Because for the most part, I just use rainbow colors. So it's not really a big deal. I really don't know what all I've shown you and what all I haven't yet. But this is portfolio number 1 of like 1.5, and then I have a few spare pieces as well. This was a Copic marker like redraw of one of my Sharpie pieces, and this is a Sharpie piece here. I really enjoy working with Sharpies. It's just a fun little challenge. And I will be drawing with Sharpies again at some point on this channel. Don't you worry. I told you guys, I'm going to be like a mess coming back here because I don't know what to say. I'm awkward. I don't. Anyways, it's Pride Month. Hello, happy Pride. I say a lot. I am so sorry. But it's Pride Month. Are you guys doing anything for Pride? Do you, I don't know, do you support? I mean, I support. I'm part of the group, but I'm so nervous. Oh, this actually has some of my favorite artwork on here. I actually really like this one a lot. I don't draw animals often, so for me to be able to draw something like that is exciting. I have Markiplier. This is an old piece. I actually drew this on this channel. I told you there's a couple of old pieces. I think I told you. I don't know. I've tried recording this video multiple times. But I have mostly 2018 and 2019 stuff in these portfolios. I have a couple of 2017s though. I was just putting them in here to protect them. I have Sophia Nygaard and Shane Dawson. This is a colored pencil and Derwent Inktense pencil portrait, and this is just mechanical pencil. At some point I probably will do a colored portrait of Shane, but for now it's just colored pencil. This is actually one of my favorite pieces. I have it printed on a... Okay, I'm throwing stuff on the floor. I have it printed on a bag here from my Redbubble shop, and I'm really happy with the quality. I'm just happy with how that piece came out in general. Here, did I show this one on my channel? No, I don't think I did. Either way, I've tried drawing guys lately. I'm not that great at it. As you can see, he's like overly muscular in the arms. I need to like tone it down a little bit, but I'm getting better. So that's good. I still don't draw guys a whole lot, but I'm improving, so I'm happy. I'm going to keep adjusting the lighting because I don't really like how some of these look on here. They look a lot better in real life, but I feel like everybody says that. I have some pencil sketches here. I really like this one, but I was too afraid to color her because I love her too much. Then I have another little witch over here, which is from Inktober. Then I have my Steven Universe collection. I have Opal and Garnet, Pearl and Amethyst, and I think that's actually everybody in here because I have Ruby and Sapphire in a different one. This character was inspired by a girl I saw on a bus when I was going up to see my boyfriend. She had these like really pretty floral print leggings on, and I just wanted to include it. And I was having trouble drawing a full body that day, so I just did that. More Inktober pieces. Was this from Inktober? I don't remember if this was Inktober based or not, but it was around that time period. I don't know. I just have a lot of cute little things. This one was inspired by makeup online, but I forget who it was from, or maybe I made this one up. I was inspired by some makeup things, though. And then I have my Angry Cactus Girl. I really like her, honestly. I'm really happy with how she turned out. But moving on, because I have more than just this, and it might be a little bit, okay. Yeah, I just threw it on the ground. I don't know if you could hear that, but I did. So, oh my lord, high exposure. Calm down. So in this one, I have, this is another Inktober piece. But then I just have some other random characters. This actually I used gold leaf on. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. But it's this like gold leaf pen, which I think is actually in the doors over on the side here, but I can't really get to it. And then on this page, the exposure is absolutely terrible. But I have another character that's cropped off because camera zooms in too closely. I've already said this. And then I have a fan art of, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but it's like Nyan on Instagram. She's super pretty. And I just wanted to draw her. And then people are probably concerned about the scrap paper from cutting all these out too. Well, I actually used all the scrap paper. I have some pieces in here that were scrap paper from cutting all this out, and I drew on it. So I've already said Ruby and Sapphire here, but this is my first time drawing a colored cat. And this is actually my baby girl. Her name's Phantom, and she's a chimera. She's split like right down the middle, all the way down to her paws. Half of it's black, and the other half is like more tortoiseshell. I mean, she's a tortoiseshell cat, but she's my little baby, and I love her, and she's 8 years old. Not really much to say on this page. I messed up on Rainbow Quartz 2.0. I gave them boots when they are supposed to just have legs and little flats. I also made them more feminine than gender fluid, but I'll probably redraw them in the future. I'm so sorry for the exposure constantly changing on here. This piece I'm really happy with. This one was a colored pencil piece. I told you I've been kind of branching out a little bit. So this is a colored pencil piece. Her nose is a little too small, but that's okay, because we all make mistakes every now and again, and if you can notice your mistakes as an artist, that means that you'll be able to eventually grow. So it's really nice. I'm changing the exposure because she's kind of dark down here because of my lighting source. But that's another little scrap paper drawing, and then I have a little pencil doodle. And no, it's not Jughead. I got a lot of comments on TikTok. I didn't know who Jughead was, but I guess he's a character from... I don't remember what he's from. But no, this is actually a original character that I drew in a car one day. Let's see. And this is not Coraline. Whenever I think of raincoats and rain boots, I think yellow. And then I was like, what colors will go well with yellow? Well, I chose navy. And then I wanted a design for her shirt underneath, and I chose stripe. I guess that's Coraline, but I've never watched Coraline. I just get a lot of comments about that too. Either way, but that is Todoroki, and then I have Ochako. I don't really know how to say her name correctly. I watched the subbed versus dubbed, but I try my best. Either way, she's super cute. There's the exposure adjustment so you can see her a little bit better. I drew this one on my channel. Over here I have another Sharpie piece. Then I have my Cactus Girl. This is the original version of my Cactus Girl. And I'm just really happy with her. I'm going to draw a full body of her at some point instead of having her in a little pot because I was lazy and I didn't want to draw legs. Again, lazy and didn't want to draw legs. Again, lazy. You get the idea? I'm so awkward. I don't even know. Anyway, I actually really like her. I was trying to use washi tape on the shirt here and ended up giving up, and I just drew the roses on there instead because I cut it all out and I started peeling off the tape and it tore like part of the paper off of her arm, and I had to adjust that. And then down here, some of you will recognize Bowsette. I drew her when that whole meme thing was going around. Right here I have this is a Copic Colors thing, where we had like multiple colors we could use. Over here, this one looks really funny, and I know the main reason is, I do have this is something I'll show you later. So basically, Phantom just curled up by my foot. But I have a 2014 piece. This was done in colored pencil, and I was trying to get a realistic style back in the day. And then I redrew it how I kind of would nowadays. I actually would want to go back and fix this because I feel like I made the forehead too big. But you have 2014 versus, 2019. And this is actually my second try because my first one I did a stylized version and I got a lot of comments about how 2014 was better, and I took it personally and I destroyed my 2019 one. Anyway, that's a dark time period and I don't want to talk about it much. basically, point is, even though I've been drawing for 10 years, some criticism can still get to me, and I do have my days where I feel absolutely terrible about my work. It's normal. We are our own worst critics. That is super true. There's other days where I'm, like, super proud of what I make. This is an older piece, I think, but I was using colors only, like, only rainbow colors to shade, and it ended up turning out, like, to be my favorite thing to do. So I use a lot of colors now in my shading. That's just a little cloud drawing. I wanted to make rainbow clouds. Yeah. Some of you have probably heard about Arteza pencils, and Arteza is actually really good. I made this drawing with Arteza colored pencils, and I'm pretty happy with how it came out overall. There's some like anatomical issues with the character itself there. But overall, the colored pencils worked incredibly. They blend really well. They have vibrant colors. So if you're looking for a cheap alternative to like Prismacolor, I recommend Arteza. And that's like genuine. I'm not sponsored or anything. I genuinely like Arteza. Here's another like attempt at drawing an animal with a girl. I'm happy with how that one turned out. And now you get to see both ends of my art style. So I draw my usual art style stuff, which is over here. And this is probably my favorite piece at the moment. I love all the details in it. And I actually have a giant poster of this drawing on my wall. But this is my little pastel artistic girl. And then over here is my attempt at drawing Billie Eilish. I nearly destroyed this one too because of hate comments. So I need to get stronger and build up my confidence and be proud of what I make, because sometimes I have really bad days online in the social world. But I'm honestly really happy with how this turned out, even if it's not 100% perfect. You know, I don't draw realistic stuff that often, so for me to do this, I'm happy with myself. Okay, so shut up, haters. I make myself laugh at stupid things. Okay, anyway. Yeah, that's Billie Eilish drawing. I tried my best. I used all colored pencil. Wait, no, I didn't use all colored pencil because I used some rhinestones here and then gold leaf. And then I filled up this area mostly with Copic marker, but then shaded with colored pencil. So it's mostly colored pencil with a little bit of Copic marker. And now we're getting into probably the stuff I've done in like the last 3 or so months. As I said, I teach a lot of art classes now, so I do a lot more small pieces. I don't really do as many large ones anymore, or at least at the moment. Sometimes I will. But this piece up here, I used the Crayola markers on, so that gives you a little bit of an idea of how I use them, or like what the pieces will turn out to look like. This one actually glows in black light, and I made a video about that on my Instagram. Whew, I'm getting winded because I'm not taking breaths. So, this is Stippling, and I'm so sorry if any of you have that fear of dots or holes or anything. I know that's been triggering a lot of people, and I'm really sorry. It doesn't help that it's a colored piece instead of being black and white, but it was the example for one of my students about stippling or dotting, or I don't know the correct term anymore. I'm just calling it what I remember it being in high school. I have a little portrait of Grumpy Crack. Okay, Grumpy Cat. Hi, tongue-tied. Grumpy Cat, rest in peace, baby. That was really recent, so you can probably tell how recent some of this stuff is. This is a fan art I did for a girl named Muslim Thick on TikTok. I think she's super pretty. And she also is, like, super nice. I believe her actual name is Zara. So, yeah. This is another piece over here that I really like, but you can't really see it that well. This is another colored pencil piece. This is done with the Arteza watercolor, like, brush markers. So, like I said, I'm getting out of my comfort zone, and I'm really happy about it. Then this here is a tiny little drawing, and I don't think I can really zoom in right now. But I did make a post about that on my Instagram too. Then I decorated a Starbucks thing. Why am I talking about every single piece? I don't need to do that. This is actually an old line art I did a year ago, but I just colored it this year for Mermaid. Mermaid. I just wanted to make a little octopus squid girl. I think she's more octopus. I don't really know. Either way, I'm really happy with how she turned out. Then here I have another piece with like the Arteza supplies. You can't see it entirely. You can see most of it though. And then another attempt at drawing a guy, and I'm still happy with this piece. Like, really happy with this piece. It's one of my favorite at the moment. And I think that's it for this book. No, I have a 2017 piece in here. Alright, we're at 20 minutes in, and I still have more art. So, I'm going to go ahead and close this and get it off of here, and maybe that'll help with the lighting. Next, I just have this little sketch page I did. I've been drawing little portraits on here using a red lead colored pencil. I'm just going to put that off to the side. And then I have my recent mermaid piece, which I am actually in love with this. It was drawn on a piece of trash cardboard because I found this piece of cardboard at work, and it's like really... It's not the thickest cardboard. It's pretty thin. You can compare this to like the back of a cereal box. Pretty much is what I drew on. But I'm really happy with how this piece turned out, and I still need to put her on Redbubble. Next I have my Steven Universe piece, which took me 16.5 hours to make. Yeah. There's a lot of little details. I tried drawing all of the characters. Like Steven, Pearl, Garnet, Amethyst, Ruby, Sapphire, everyone. That's supposed to be Connie. Some people are asking where her glasses are. Well, if they watch the show, they would know that Steven healed her eyes and stuff. I think my least favorite ended up being White Diamond. There's something funky. I couldn't get a good picture of her, pretty much. And I really love Obsidian so much. I'm going to stop talking about that now. Also, Lars of the Stars. Love. And now, this is like the final couple of pieces that I've done in the last, this was this month. So, I started these in June, except for one. I think there's one in here from, last month in May. But this is one of the pieces I drew this month. And I've been using colored pencil a lot. I've just been more interested in using colored pencil. I like how she turned out. I have another guy. I tried drawing without a reference of a guy for that one, but I'm happy with how he turned out for the most part. This is probably my favorite piece at the moment. I used a different form of shading, like a different light source, and I just think it made it a lot more interesting. So, yeah, I can actually show you close-up images of these ones. And then this is my most recent one, and it's not my favorite. I think I would have liked it more if I didn't put the awkward bun at the top of her head. I think I made the bun too big. I also ended up making the hand too big, and I tried making it smaller. You can see the white outline around it. You know, like I said, artists make Artists make mistakes. I'll learn how to talk eventually, I promise. But we make mistakes, and it's just basically trying to figure out how to work with those mistakes and fix them if you want to. But that's also what makes the art a little bit more unique. Anyway, I hope this video is okay despite it being really long. I just had a lot of art to share with you guys. And I do plan on posting more in the future. I just don't really know what I'm gonna post yet. I can't really do tutorials because I post those to my Patreon, and then I also teach the classes in real life, and the classes you have to pay for. I could probably do small ones, but I can't really go into much detail with tutorials. Or I could just recommend some people, like Miss Carrie J does amazing tutorials, honestly. And she draws in a very similar style to me, so in the meantime, while I decide whether to do tutorials or not, definitely check out Miss Carrie J. She has an amazing anatomy tutorial thing. But I think that's it for this video. I don't know how to end it, so bye! Oh my god, I can't hit the end button. There we go.